Bonjour, it's time for French class. Let's take out our notebooks and get ready to write down some bell work. So we're going to do a little bit of bell work. Here are just three questions for you to answer. Quelle est la date? You can say the date today or you can make up a day. Quel temps fait-il? You can say the weather today or you can make up some weather. And comment s'appelle ta prof de français? And if you don't know that, just call me Madame. So I'd like you to pause the video right now for a moment, answer those three questions. Okay, these are sample answers. It doesn't have to be absolutely the same, right? You might have put a different date. The first one, c'est jeudi le 25 avril. It's Thursday, April 25th. Quel temps fait-il? I seem to have not put an answer. I would say, il fait du soleil. Il fait du soleil. Comment s'appelle la prof de français? Elle s'appelle Madame McLean. Excellent. All right, it's time for some new vocabulary, so let's get ready to write it down in our notebooks. Today we're going to learn what I call Big Mac vocabulary. These are what we call transition words or transition phrases. You're thinking, what, Madame? What is going on? Why are we talking about Big Macs? You're crazy. Well, do this. Imagine a Big Mac. You should be imagining something like this. Now imagine a regular or Happy Meal hamburger. You should be imagining something like this. Let's compare them. Look at the difference. Which would you rather have? The juicy, tasty Big Mac or the sad little skinny burger? Exactly. We want the sandwich that is filled with the most good tasting extras we can get. Just like that, we want to create the fullest, richest sentences we can write. Our Big Mac words help us do just that. And again, they're called transition words officially, but Big Mac is what I like to call them. So now you can see why I call them Big Mac words. We use them to make Big Mac sentences. Here we go. So let's pick up our pencils. We're going to write these words down. The first one you already know, bien, which is good or well, right? La fille danse bien. She dances well. So take a second to copy that down. Press pause if you need to. Très bien. La fille danse très bien. Madame danse très bien. Look at me there. La fille danse très bien. Mal. La fille chante mal. Right? You should know this one from talking about how you feel also. Right? The girl sings badly. Mal. Beaucoup. La fille mange beaucoup de chocolat. Beaucoup means a lot, much, or many. So please pause and write that down. Beaucoup means a lot, much, or many. Un peu. This is the opposite, right? The opposite of beaucoup. La fille mange un peu de glace. She eats a little bit of ice cream, right? Because she dropped the rest on the floor. La fille mange un peu de glace. So un peu means a little or a little bit. Souvent, and remember, pause to write things down. Elle va souvent au club. Club is like a club here, somewhere you go to dance. Elle va souvent au club. Souvent means often. Souvent, often. So pause if you need to write that down. Toujours. Elle est toujours fatiguée. Fatiguée means tired. And you'll notice there's a mistake there. I don't know if you'll see it, but fatiguée should have an extra E on the end since it's a female. Elle est toujours fatiguée. Toujours means always. Always. Aussi, we've seen before, means also. Elle joue au foot. Elle joue au tennis aussi. Elle joue au foot. Elle joue au tennis aussi. Also or too. She plays tennis also. She plays tennis too. Maintenant means now. Maintenant. Maintenant. Rarement, rarely. Elle mange rarement un hamburger. Right? She rarely eats hamburgers. Elle mange rarement un hamburger. She rarely eats a hamburger. And a few little extra ones. Ah means at or in. Ah. For example, we learned the verb habite, so I could say j'habite à Glendale. J'habite à Glendale. I live in Glendale. La fille va à Paris. She's going to Paris. De means from or of. De. De. Write that down. You can always pause if you need to. La fille est de la France. The girl is from France. La fille est de la France. Et means and. We know that one already. La fille et l'éléphant sont amis. La fille et l'éléphant sont amis. The girl and the elephant are friends. Et means and. Ou means or. Ou. And I've used this before when I've asked you, what do you prefer? Tu préfères une limonade ou un soda? Tu es Canadien ou anglais? Are you Canadian or English? Tu es Canadien ou anglais? Avec, we've seen before. Avec is with. Avec. La fille est avec l'éléphant. The girl is with the elephant. La fille est avec l'éléphant. Pour means for. Pour. Pour. Elle vote pour le président. Elle vote pour le président. She votes for the president. Mais, you've seen before, it means but. Mais. Press pause if you need to. Elle est française, mais elle est américaine aussi. Elle est française, mais, she's French, but. Elle est française, mais elle est américaine aussi. So next we're going to look at some pictures of a people in a house. And we're going to do some writing in our notebooks. In your notebook, write one sentence for each person using our new Big Mac words. Don't repeat Big Mac words. Each sentence should have a different one. All right, so let's look at this picture. La fille chante souvent. We could say about the girl who's singing. She sings often. Or la fille chante bien. So for each one, figure out what they're doing and then put a Big Mac word in that sentence to make it more interesting. You can put the Big Mac word at the end if you're not sure where it goes, or right after the verb is even better. Press pause while you write a sentence for each. Now it says you're going to go to Flipgrid and record your sentences, but unfortunately I'm having trouble with Flipgrid, so there's no Flipgrid today. We're having difficulties with it. We're not going to go there. So we are now done with our video. It's time for me to say au revoir and for you to go on to your independent work. Bonne journée et